Farmhand, Part 5, The Stage. The week of Ethan's competition felt like the farm had gone silent. Sure, the animals still needed feeding, the chores still got done, but every thought, every glance, every breath seemed to circle back to him. He was laser-focused. Early morning fasted cardio, strict meals measured to the gram, hours of posing practice. And with each day, he somehow got sharper, leaner, more impossibly defined. By the night before the show, I couldn't stop staring. We were in the barn gym, the single bulb glowing above him. He stood before me, tanned and glistening from his last coat of oil, every muscle carved like it had been chiseled by hand. "How do I look?" he asked, turning to hit a side chest pose. I swallowed hard. "Like you're going to own that stage tomorrow." He relaxed, grinning sheepishly. "Nervous as hell, though." I stepped closer, running a hand down his torso, over each ridge of his abs until my palm rested on his hip. "You've done the work," I said softly. "Tomorrow, all you have to do is show them what I already see every night. Perfection." His jaw clenched, and for a moment he looked less like a competitor and more like a man who needed to be held. "Then, tell me I'm ready," he whispered. I made him hit each pose, slow and steady, guiding his form with my hands. With each one, I praised him. Every line of his back, every sweep of his quads, every flex of his chest. By the end, his breathing had gone heavy, his body trembling from holding the poses, but his eyes shone like fire. "I'm ready," he said finally, almost to himself. The day of the show. The venue was buzzing. Bright lights, loud music, the smell of tanning oil and chalk. I sat near the front, heart hammering, watching competitors file on stage. They were all impressive, sure, but when Ethan walked out, everything else faded. He was glowing under the lights, skin bronze and shining, muscles full and hard. He moved with a confidence I'd never seen before, hitting his poses clean, crisp, owning every inch of the stage. Front double biceps, lat spread, side chest, most muscular. And every time he flexed, I heard my own words in my head. "You're a god. My god." When they called his number for the final lineup, I swear my chest nearly burst with pride. He didn't just look strong, he looked proud, like he finally believed every word I'd been telling him all summer. When he left the stage, I found him backstage, flushed and grinning, sweat streaking the tan. "You killed it," I said, and my voice cracked with emotion. He laughed, breathless. "Did I look good?" "Ethan, you looked untouchable." His grin softened into something almost shy, and he pulled me into a hug, which turned into him just holding me, his chest still heaving against mine. That night, back at the barn, the world was quiet again. Ethan stood in front of me, still in his posers, the stage tan smudged but his muscles still pumped and full. "No one's watching now," he said softly. "Just you." I stepped closer, heart pounding, and placed my hands on his pecs. "Then let me do this right." I guided him through the same routine he'd done on stage, but this time there was no crowd, no judges, no pressure, just him and me. Each pose was slower, more deliberate, and I worshipped him with every touch, tracing veins, squeezing peaks, murmuring devotion. He let out low groans, his head tilting back, as though the praise was filling him from the inside out. When he hit the final, most muscular, I stepped close enough that my chest brushed his and whispered, "You weren't made to win trophies, Ethan. You were made to be seen." His arms dropped, and he pulled me against him, forehead pressing to mine. "You've seen me more than anyone ever has," he said, voice raw. "I always will," I promised. We stood like that in the dim barn, surrounded by the smell of hay and iron, his powerful frame wrapped around me, and for the first time all summer, I realized something. This wasn't just a fling. I had fallen. Hard. And from the look in Ethan's eyes, he had too. And that's where we'll leave it for today. Just enough to keep your mind wandering. Hit subscribe if you want more nights like this, and drop a comment with what you think happens next. Until next time, take care.